22,000 rounds of ammunition, a dozen guns, possible Molotov cocktails, and gallons of gasoline. These shocking new photos show us what police have found inside the home of the VTA shooter. Thank you for joining us on KRON 4 News at 5, everyone. I'm Grant Lotus.
And I'm Vicki Liviakis. Yeah, the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office releasing these photos today showing evidence collected from inside Sam Cassidy's San Jose home.
Yeah, they go on and on. KRON 4's Teresa Stasio joins us now live from outside the gunman's home with the latest details on this investigation. And Teresa, you look at those pictures, it sure doesn't seem like this guy woke up one morning and decided to do this.
It certainly gives that impression without a doubt, and that is going to be a part of their bigger investigation. How long had he been going out and collecting this arsenal of weapons? We want to show you again what those pictures are showing us, and we're learning a decidedly more horrific idea of the gunman, Samuel Cassidy. And you can see for yourself all of these pictures painting that darker and more disturbing picture of Sam Cassidy. The Santa Clara Sheriff's Office revealing they found multiple explosives, such as Molotov cocktails, 12 firearms, and 22,000 rounds of ammunition, and that bears repeating, 22,000 rounds. The bomb squad also discovering a suspicious device in the attic, detonating it today around noon. Here is authorities with the latest on their findings.
After closer review and rendering it safe, they discovered that the device, in fact, was inert and was comprised of wires and batteries. It is a possible hoarder situation that is to be determined by other experts, but at this time, there are several pieces of items that obviously you can see from the exterior of the perimeter that is very cluttered in that neighboring area of the driveway, and so that extends throughout the house itself, and again was a challenge for our officers to maneuver through.
And at this hour, there is further evidence that Cassidy definitely set his house on fire before he went over to the VTA yard. And we are also learning at this hour some very, very upsetting news about federal authorities. Now, back in 2016, as we have reported, the federal authorities detained Cassidy after he was coming back into this country from the Philippines, and they detained him because of some entries into his journal, some writings, and some comments that were very disturbing in nature, racist, and they detained him. However, they let him go. They never shared that with local authorities, which begs to have these questions, especially the district attorney here, Jeff Rosen, raising that flag and saying why were they not notified? Why was the San Jose Police Department not notified? Why was the VTA not notified? Again and again, we are told by Homeland Security that if we see something, say something. So that raises a giant red flag about why Homeland Security did not alert local authorities about what they discovered of Sam Cassidy back in 2016. So again, a lot of unanswered questions as they are still diving into this case, diving into the motive, and also diving into his home to find out more. Reporting live here in San Jose, I'm Teresa Stasio. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Teresa, looking at all those photos and that, the cache of weapons and ammunition that he had amassed, you would think that it would raise some suspicions in the neighborhood, amongst co-workers, but nothing until now.
Well, that's what we know. Now, we also know that the ATF is supposed to record when someone buys a gun. However, we have also learned in the past couple of years that the ATF has been underfunded, and so there's not a great track record of who buys a gun, where they buy a gun, and all of that collected. So there are problems on the federal level, and that certainly is what we're seeing here on a local level.
All right, Teresa Stasio live for us tonight in San Jose. Thank you, Teresa.